Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osterberg501 and today I want to go over an incredibly good mob grinding location in New World. And this spot can be really good for player experience if you're around level 40. It can also be good for weapon mastery when you're around that level as well. And then it can be very good for weapon mastery once you hit level 60. And then you're also just going to be getting the random loot that you would get from killing pretty much any enemies in the game. And if you don't know, once you hit level 60, weapon mastery experience starts to work a little bit differently than it did when you were leveling up. If you're leveling up and you're say level 40, level 50, and you go try to kill level 20 enemies, it's going to give you massively reduced experience and weapon experience. So you're going to be getting almost none. But once you hit level 60, any enemy in the game that you kill is going to act like you're the correct level to be killing that enemy. So if you go kill a level 20 enemy at 60, it's going to give you the same amount of weapon experience like you were level 20. So you can pretty much do farms anywhere in the game if you're specifically going for weapon mastery experience, which is the main reason to be farming here once you're level 60. And this spot is going to be in Great Cleave and it's going to be located at Defiler Excavation. And at this point of interest, you're going to go to the very back of it and there's going to be a cave you enter, and that is where you are going to be grouping up your enemies and doing your farm. And essentially what you're going to be doing is you're going to be staying in this cave, grouping up the enemies, and then just AOEing them down. And there's a few spots that you want to group up those enemies and then go to the other spot and group up those enemies. Because if you try to just group up everything in the cave at once, a lot of the enemies are going to start resetting. And how I actually found this is there is also an elite enemy in here called the Deep Hit Abomination. And in some databases, it says that this enemy can drop some legendary items. Still not sure on that. But this enemy does drop a few unique epic drops. So if you want to mix that into your farm, you can do that. That is how I'm doing the farm in this video. I'm pretty much killing that elite enemy, going to one side of the elite enemy, grouping up all the enemies, killing them, going back to the other side of the cave, grouping up all the enemies, killing them, and then going back to the elite and killing that. And that is how I was doing my specific farm. Now, if you don't care about killing that elite enemy, you can also go up on the rafters and group up all the enemies on there, and that should give you a third set of enemies to group up and AoE down. Now, since I am level 60, I can't tell the exact amount of player experience you would be getting here from doing this farm, but it is very similar level to the pirate farm you can do in Restless Shores that I've gone over before. So I'm assuming it'll probably give you around like 60 to 70 experience per kill if you're here, maybe a little bit less. But at 60, I was getting 50 weapon experience per kill, and those are all halved if you're using two different weapons to kill all of the enemies. So if you're coming here to level up weapons at 60, it's going to be a very good farm. As you can see from the footage, I even maxed out my rapier doing this farm, and it goes pretty quickly. The enemies aren't too hard to kill, especially because there's not really any ranged enemies here. You just have to make sure to keep your distance away from the big group, and you shouldn't have an issue grouping these up and AoEing them down. So that is the main things I would be doing this farm for. If you're around level 40, you can go do this for player experience. If you're around level 40 or around level 60, you can do this for a ton of weapon experience as well, which is the main reason I did it. And then you'll still be getting the bunch of random loot. You'll be getting green gear, blue gear, possibly some epic gear. You'll be getting all the potion drops, all the azoth, and pretty much everything you would expect from killing any enemies anywhere in the game. And one really good thing about this farm is I have seen nobody here the few times I've came and done this, because I really haven't heard anybody talk about this spot. Now, it's going to be pretty good for solo. There might not be enough enemies for a group, and you might clear them out and be having to wait for them to respawn. But even if you do have a group, I think it'll still be a pretty good character and weapon experience farm. And also, I am going to be coming out with a video going over all of the best weapon experience farms in the game, so keep an eye out for that. And this one is definitely up there with all of the other really good weapon experience farms. So subscribe if you want to see more New World or other MMO videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this farm, and thanks for watching.